Alright, today is June 6th, 2022. I'm going to do another card UI, and I think I'm just going to do like balloon images, and that's what's going to happen today. So I'll do my body tags, I'll do my container, give it a class of container so that I can target it using my CSS, if I could ever get to spell container correctly. And once I go to my CSS, I'll go here, target it by using doc, because that's how we target classes, and I'll give it a border, a property, and then a value, 5 pixels, a black border, and a solid line, and then I'll give it a height of 100 VH, vertical height of the screen. And then I'll go to the container, and I'll give like, I'll do a class called card, and I'll just end those, and then I'll give each card and its specific ID. So I'll do card 1, and then I'll just copy that 3 times. So 2 and 3, and then change the card ID respectively, I don't even know. So I'll do card 1, I'll actually, for every card, so I'll do the selector for all the cards, and I'll give it a border for now of 5 pixels, black solid, and I'll give it a height of maybe 400 pixels and a width of maybe maybe 400 pixels also for now. I'll give the container a display of grid, so that it can look like a grid, and I'll give it grid template columns, 3 columns, so that they could be in the same rows. So I'll do 1FR, 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 and that is going to give me 3 equally spaced columns in the container. Or what I'll do, I could do repeat 3 times 1FR, and that's the same thing as that. And then for the container, I'll give it a width of min content so that it reaches the entire content. I'll give it a grid gap, so there's space between each card of 1 EM, and then I'll probably make the height something like 600, and I'll give the height of the container a min height so that it reaches the minimum content. Oops, not min height, min content. Right there. Okay, I'll give the container a padding of maybe 50 pixels and also a margin on the outside of 50 pixels. I'll save that real quick and just try to see what that looks like on the browser by going here, debug mode. Alright, it's looking so ugly. Anyway, we'll go to the body. To get the container at the center, I'll give the body display of flex, and I'll do justify content center to align that horizontally, and align items is going to align that, that's not how you spell align, vertically. There we go. Probably can make this bigger, so I'll probably change the width to be something of like the card to be something such as maybe 200, and then change this to probably 400 to look something like that. Give each card a border radius of probably 20 pixels, something like that, and then probably change the width to maybe 300 instead of 400, and then save that and then see what that looks like. So Control R, so that's a lot better. Okay, and so what I'll do is I'll give card 1 a background property URL, and then I'll just go here to Unsplash, and I'll just right click on my image that I have here and paste it in there, and then it should pop up. But in order to make it pop up nicely, we'll change the background size to cover, so it covers the entire size of the container. And then I will just copy this and paste it 2 times and just change the ID selector. By the way, when we are targeting IDs, we use a hashtag. So oops, did I change that wrong? I meant over here 2, and then this one 3, and then I'll go to Unsplash and just pick a few more photos. Maybe this one, copy image address, and then change that to be the one in the middle, and then this one, copy image address, and change that to be the last one here. And I'll probably, I don't know, they look weird. Maybe give this one a background just to align things a little bit. Background position of bottom, top 20 pixels. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's not top, so 20 pixels from the top, 20 pixels. Let's see. Bottom. You know what? It just doesn't look symmetrical to me. Do right click, copy image address, and change the middle one to be a little more to fit the theme. It looks so ugly. We can do something like, maybe I'll try to see something different. Let me see. Oh, flowers, or maybe a coin. My internet is so slow today. I don't even think I'm connected to my internet. I'm connected to my hotspot because the internet doesn't want to work today. So that's great. Perfect. I think I found what I wanted to do. So I'm taking this, copy image address, going back here, making this one card 1, going back here, right click, copy image address, making this one card 3, and then going over here and making this one the middle one. And I'll actually probably go back to the card and give it a height of 450, something like that. Save that and see what that looks like. Nice. And then for each card, when I hover over it, I need it to, relative to the position that it's in, so the card, right? So relative to the position that it's in, I need it to move from the top -2 pixels. So you can see that when I hover over it, it moves a little bit to the top. And then what can I do also? I'll do a linear gradient CSS generator and probably do some colors. And I want hold on, I want kind of like this color. I want it to be the opposite. Alright, something like that. So let me copy this and put that, where's my stuff? And put it as the body. Save that, see what that looks like. There we go. And then, one second. Alright, where was I? Okay, and then, let's see, it's probably a little too dark because I can't really see. I don't really care. Actually, I do care. So maybe I want that color, but just a lighter shade. So I'll go to the palette generator And I'll wait for a second. While that does that, I'll just remove the border here, and then the border of the cards as well. Okay, and then I'll go here and change the color, and then just go to shader, and I want like a lighter color, so something like that. Well, not really, hold on. Maybe something like this. And then give the container a background of that, possibly. Let's see what that looks like. No, I don't like it. Or maybe I do like it, I don't know. What if I do like a border radius to match card radius, 20 pixels? I don't like it. I need it to be like a better color, so maybe something like that. No, I don't like it. It still needs to be like a little bit yellow, but I feel like it's the same color. I guess we could have this. Alright, so I think this is it for today. Oh, I forgot to make it responsive. Let's do that real quick. So CSS at media parenthesis max width. When it reaches a max width of 800 pixels, then the container should change the amount of columns that it has to be 2 columns, 1FR, 1FR, or you could do repeat 2 times 1FR, and that's the same thing as 1FR, 1FR. So now when we do that, you'll see that it turns right from here 800 pixels, now it's 2 columns, and then so that it becomes 1 column, right? We'll copy this and we'll do something, maybe change it to when it reaches 600 pixels to change it to just 1FR, or repeat 1FR, but I'm just going to do 1FR at this point, it's easier to do that. And then I'll do that, and you can see that it's really nice and pretty here. So save as, reload, and then you can see that now it's responsive. Alright, now we're done. Bye!